But we are part of the cast
of the fantastic film Losers of Eden.
Yes.
And we're going to be answering some questions.
Literally nothing.
Why should someone watch?
Why should someone watch Losers of Eden?
Someone should watch Losers of Eden because it's got a little something for everyone in there.
Okay.
It's a movie that blends genres. It's something that you can watch the whole family. It's something you can watch with your friends. It's something you can watch when you're sad. Something you can watch when you're happy and you want to laugh.
One of the interesting reactions you have when you ask people about who have seen the movie is when you say, like, what was your favorite character? What was your favorite scene? It's different for everybody. I have yet to hear two people say the same thing. And if they do say the same person or the same character or same scene, there's a completely different reason for it.
I think anyone could sit down, watch the movie, and find something that they like about it.
It very much so is reminiscent of like a Coen Brothers film where you start watching it, where is this going? Like, I have no idea. And by the end of it, you're like, okay, that worked. Like, that was cool. That was cool to experience that ride.
I think the story's compelling. I think that's a reason to watch it. I think that's why you should watch it. My favorite parts were the pieces I wasn't in, and that's the humor. Even in its crassness, you just can't help but giggle.
The sheer magnitude of it, having an appreciation for it, and the score, having the totally custom score for a feature movie, I think that's so cool.
Shake it up. Oh boy.
Which actor
Yes.
is most like their character? Yeah,
I think Matthew, there's the sweetness there that still exists in him. He's very much like that.
I think Alex.
Yeah.
Alex. But I felt like she had that strength and that spunk.
Yeah.
You know, like that I saw in the character, but I also saw it in her. You know, she's very young, coming in, and her first time on screen, like approaching this principal role in feature-length film, and she just had a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, which actor is least like their character? I think I'm very different. I think Keith
Whoopsies.
Yeah,
couldn't
I'd probably
be
say
more
like,
different from Larry.
Yeah.
And then I think Matt Stanley
I was like, oh.
is not at all.
Hands
like
down, Matt.
Definitely, yeah,
Parker.
Matt for sure.
My vote is Matt.
Ask me anything.
What was your first reaction to reading the script?
Oh, okay. I loved it. I read through it the first time and I didn't put it down. I saw the humor right away. I saw the action. The character of Larry that I knew I was going to be reading for spoke to me as just this, like, I could really see him unfolding in my head, ways I wanted to play around with the character, the grittiness. I saw it just fitting into that part of the mixed genre storytelling. I loved it. It was very polished for, I thought, for a first feature-length script.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree. And I also thought it was very compelling. And I was surprised at how many of the different storylines all had something for me to take away from.
And they meshed together really well.
Very cohesive.
The whole boil over at the end, it played out really well. What was the most difficult scene to film?
It was midsummer, and we had to do a scene in the back of a car. It was like probably starting 90 degrees outside, but the car got like 10 degrees, 15 degrees hotter. And then there was like a weird like lens flare or something over my footage. So we had to go back and do that again on a different day.
The owl call.
Okay.
Because I showed up and they said, "Oh, you know the owl call, right?" And then I did it, and they said that's a pigeon. So I had to then learn how to do an owl call.
What was the most difficult scene?
That would have been the scene where I was getting beat up in the field. So
Overset.
that was 105 degrees there.
Mm-hmm.
And not only was it 105 degrees, but I was wearing like black denim, skinny jeans, black, uncomfortable boots, and I had to roll around in the ground and get foxtails all over my hair and everything.
Yeah,
so we did one take of that, and I said one and done. I don't care how bad it was. It had to be good.
For me, always the difficult ones are the violent scenes. There's, both verbal abuse and physical abuse, and making sure that I can convey that on the screen very, very deliberate and very, very poignantly, but also being able to check in with with the actor both before and after that, like, okay, we know what's going on. We know the fight choreography here for this scene. We're on the same page. I'm not going to be fun-loving person, for the next time we shoot. And then checking in after and just making sure that, whatever negative energy we put out there gets pushed away.
I mean, that makes sense because you're such a warm person. Like shockingly so, but you do go there.
I'm gonna actually mix it around. What did you learn about yourself while making this film? I learned that I really suck at learning lines.
We're okay.
I think you can improve.
You definitely can improve. She's done auditions with me, so she knows.
I now know how to make a full feature film and not just a short film, and how much work goes into it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Got a good feeling.
Oh, I can feel it.
Oh,
Strawberry?
I know. Yeah. Strawberry. Wow, you got a good nose. Okay. Describe your character in 3 words.
Dickhead. Is that 3 words?
How did you prepare for your role?
For me, it was a lot of like physical things I had to do. Like I'm 23 at the time. I'm playing a 17-year-old, so grew my hair out, got like a little high top fade going on, shaved my arms. I'm a very hairy man.
And your hands?
Shaved my arms, shaved my hands, shaved my face. Patrick and me were talking. He's like, yeah, when you get older, it's good you're doing this young. When you get older, like, you got to make sure. I was like, how old do you think I am? He's like, you're like 18, right? 18, 19? I'm like, dude, I'm 23. And he was like, oh.
When I look back on that, I'm like, I can't believe that was like a year ago.
Yeah, and that's the reaction I get from most people.
How has Losers of Eden helped you become a better actor? For me, I've done a lot of stage productions. This is something that Kevin and I talked about a lot. On film, it's completely different. Nuance plays everything, and the subtlest change in your voice or move or crook of the neck, little tick, all that reads and plays. And so making that transition and being cognizant of that, and then most importantly, because we shot digital, being able to look back at what we shot right away and be like, oh wow, that was way too big. Having that technology available, and also making sure that I made sure that Kevin kept me honest that tone it down a bit, or great, we got that big, now let's do something a little more subdued. I think that really helped me.
Keith, you were like overacting by like 20%.
20?
What is your
Favorite memory?
From the set.
See, it worked. I think the motel day, but I think it was the second one where we just no, it wasn't. I wasn't filming any of my scenes. It was like when you were filming.
Yeah, where I get thrown inside.
It's thrown inside. I'm behind that bed the entire time. But that day was fun. We were just in between takes. We were just dicking around.
It more than sucks. It's my life.
Do you have any fun facts about different characters' wardrobe?
Good question. Fun facts?
Yeah, it has to be fun.
It
if
has
it's
to be
boring,
fun.
then I don't
Dang
know.
it. Well, I'm just a boring gal.